Well, and then this year, you went on Funk Flex.
Yeah. Shout out to Flex.
Shout out to Flex. Flex actually said the top freestyle of this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I could definitely see an argument for that.
Yeah.
It was a dope freestyle. And what I like in the very beginning is you actually called him out for the Tupac comments.
Yeah.
To the point where he had to he actually said, okay, I'll stop.
Okay. I'll stop.
I'm going to stop dissing Tupac.
Yeah.
The way you broke it down about how he was emotional and he was doing it and how, it was dope. And you actually did it right there in front of him to his face.
Yeah.
To the point where he had to just be like, okay,
all
right, bring it back. And you started over.
Yeah.
And you killed it one take.
Yep. Always one take everything, man.
One take everything.
I want to take everything. I feel like that was something that was needed. I feel like I'm becoming a voice in the culture that says things that a lot of us think, but people don't say it. And I think when Flex was saying certain things about Tupac, it kind of hit us a certain way. You know, it kind of rubbed us the wrong way because we naturally, especially being from the West, we got a different type of love for Tupac. You know, it's a different type of thing over here for Tupac. So when he said it, whether if it was true or not, us over here on the West, we didn't really agree with how it was delivered. You know what I mean? And overall, more than me calling him out on the Tupac thing, what I was really trying to show people in our community, like if you really pay attention to that freestyle, it's really kind of like me trying to show people us as black men can have issues with each other and communicate that in a way to where it doesn't have to be violent, right? And it doesn't have to be vulgar. It doesn't always have to be beef. You can address an issue you have with somebody and y'all could agree to disagree. And that's where the next half of the freestyle, where I go into like the streets and like all these disagreements and everything. So it's like these is the things that come with us disagreeing and fighting and being vulgar when we can naturally just handle it through a conversation like I did with Flex.
Yeah, because you talk about the PnB Rock situation.
Yeah.
Rest that happened.
PnB Rock.
Yeah, rest in peace, PnB Rock. I never got to meet him.
Yeah.
I never got to interview him, unfortunately. But that happened maybe, I don't know, 20 miles from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Short drive.
Yeah.
That will take you into a whole different part of LA.
Yes, sir.
And everyone, you know, people felt a certain type of way about the whole situation. You know, at first you didn't know whether it was the girl posting on Instagram. Then you found out that it was a couple of dudes. It was a guy and his son waiting in the parking lot.
Yeah. Anybody that come from those environments, though, I feel like they knew kind of what it was. Everybody was kind of blaming his baby mom or his girl. I kind of knew from the jump. It wasn't that. Like, she got a child with this man. Why would she want to set him up and take... Yeah, right, it wasn't that.
But you know as well as I do, like the way you're dressed right now.
Yeah.
With all the jewelry, with the nice leather clothes, the nice shoes. If you walk in, the nice watch, the chains on.
I'm shining, baby. Y'all see me? I'm on Vlad. What's happening?
If you and I drove down to Roscoe's in South Central,
especially that Roscoe's
in particular, and we got out and you and I had lunch at that Roscoe's, we may not walk out of that Roscoe's.
I would have left my jewelry in the car, me personally.
I wouldn't even go in solo.
I'm not really a fan of the whole, like, how everybody be like, I'm in the hood with all my chains on and woo.
It's just dumb.
I won't call it dumb.
No, I'm going to say it's just dumb. Unless it's your particular neighborhood where you know everyone.
But even when
someone
it's
else's
that,
neighborhood?
Even when it's that, it's like, we got to understand, it's like, bro, this jury and shit. That's why I'm really like, I'm pushing to stop wearing jewelry, right? It's just hard, right? It's very hard because motherfucker done work so hard to get all this shit, and then you get it and you want to show it. But you start realizing like, damn, I'm really wearing this shit to like flex on my own people, or like to make people think I'm better than them because I got a chain or a watch that they can't afford that they want. So you start realizing after a while, like, what am I really wearing this shit for, right? So you get to a level where it's like, okay, I'm wearing it to get notoriety. But then when you get the notoriety, why am I still wearing this shit? So I salute people like 21 Savage. You know what I mean? He's literally said, I'm finna stop wearing jewelry. I ain't seen him with jewelry since. You know?
21 Savage has a watch collection that will put
everyone I'm
to
sure
shame.
He does.
The number of Richard Milles that
I'm sure
21
he does.
has is ridiculous.
But every time I've seen 21 Savage, he not running around with a big ass Cuban link on. Like he might have his watch on, you know what I mean, have something on. He not just running around, just iced the fuck up.
Well, it changes at the level that you get. When you go from a thousandaire to a millionaire to a 10 millionaire to a billionaire,
start realizing that shit
certain
ain't important.
things don't really impress you anymore. Like Jay-Z.
That's why Vlad don't wear jewelry, y'all. He's a 10 millionaire. He's 10 million up right now.
I wear watches. You know what I mean? My watch game is cool. But like for example, you look at a Jay-Z, you know, he's got a $2.5 million Richard Mille.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Blue sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not wearing a big chain with a bunch of diamonds on it that's spinning and all that, but he's got a $2.5 million watch.
But I also feel like with a watch like that, that's something that collects value over time.
It does.
Right.
It does. As does every plain Jane Rolex or Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And Jay is heavy in the art as well.
That as well.
So I'm sure he looks at that as an art piece as well.
That as well. But, you know, I mean, for example, I had Akon here the other day, and Akon's richer than all of us.
Shout out to Akon, that's my dog.
Yeah, let's just not even try to compete with Akon at this point. He's at a different level.
And he's cool as shit, too.
Cool as shit.
The coolest
and we talked about the whole PnB Rock Roscoe situation. He was like, he's like, I wouldn't go to that Roscoe's because it would be like, I'm like, nah, look how rich I am compared to you. And it ends up hurting people's feelings in the process. It reminds them of how little they have and how much you have.
Yep.
And like I said, I know that Roscoe's. I've never eaten there. I've drove past there before.
I've never been there.
I've been to the one in Hollywood, no problem.
Yeah.
It's chill.
Yeah.
Like I've never had no problems eating there. Yeah. Even the one in Inglewood by the freeway.
Yep.
Relatively chill.
Yep.
But that one right there, you're rolling the dice because, you know, like I know people like BG Knockout who used to hang out over there, and it's like, okay, this gang is here, this gang is here, the Swans are here, the Hoovers are here, and they literally, it's like 4 or 5 gangs that are all maybe cool with each other, maybe not cool with each other, but regardless, you're kind of fresh meat rolling up into a situation like that.
You're looking like a big ribeye over there, man, when you're not from over there. Yes, I've never, like you said, I've never been to that Roscoe's.
As you shouldn't.
Yeah.
As you shouldn't.
I don't really know, you know, why he was over there. I'm sure he had a reason of why he was over there.
Yeah, I mean, Iman Shumpert was here. We talked about that, and he was saying how PnB Rock is the type of dude that liked to hang out in the hood. He liked, you know, pop up. You know, if you're somewhere.
And I can see that because a lot of people that come from the hood, that's where they most comfortable.
Right.
That's where they most comfortable. So I could see that. I could see that. A lot of people was comfortable when they in the hood. We was just on tour, and I was watching one of my homies. We was in like all these different spots, like Utah and Denver and Austin, Texas. And he was just like nervous as shit. And then we got to Atlanta, and we was like in Bankhead at like this hood ass restaurant. He's just like smiling, chilling, sitting on the car on his phone. He was comfortable as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people that come from those environments relate to those environments.
Yeah, but it's not your environment.
Facts.
He's from Philly.
Facts.
You don't really know LA like that. I mean, I've been here for almost 10 years. I don't know LA like that.
Yeah. I don't go past Pico.
Yeah. I feel you.
I just said in the song, they say I'm Hollywood, so I don't go past Pico.